Hello, YTPC. This is Steve, and you're watching Smoking Cardboard. Drinking a beer. This one is from Oregon or something like that. Yep. Bend, Oregon. Got that from a local place that I think they were over in Oregon for a while, so they know some stuff to get. The Monkless Four Devils Belgian style golden ale. I really like Belgian ales. They're my jam. This one's good. It's pretty strong, but it doesn't taste quite like the double or triple, but it's like a 9%. It says the devil is in the details with this devilishly smooth and light-bodied 9% beauty. Yeah. Anyway. Tasty. I don't know how I describe Belgian beers if you've not had them. Slightly sweet. These golden ones, like the singles versus the doubles and triples, are you get a lot of funk from the yeast and stuff. So it kind of tastes like some fancy cheeses where you're getting some of that little extra taste. I really appreciate that. But this is relatively like lighter bodied compared to other beers that are like 9%. Anyway, they're kind of similar to, this one's kind of similar to some saisons and stuff like that. Farmhouse ales. Life has been crazy. It's hard making these videos when I'm not smoking a pipe anymore. Before, I prioritized a lot of time to do smoke break time. That was really good, and that time has just gone out the window, and I'm trying to prioritize a lot of different things. It makes thinking to make a video when I have maybe a couple minutes to do it, and just not on the forefront of my mind. Work's been busy and stressful, training new team members, other things going on, and then since the beginning of August, we've been helping a refugee family, a different one. These ones are legitimately under the classification of refugee, which the Ukrainians family was not. So that's been pretty interesting, challenging. Communication with them has been really difficult. Their language is not very well represented in the tools. There's stuff that will translate, but it does a bad job comparatively to most tools. I'm still happy they're there because we can communicate on some level, but it's pretty difficult. I'm hoping that really helps them get forced into learning English. So what's painful now might be an advantage in long term. Yeah, so that's eating a lot of time. Like yesterday, they've just, like, for a week, I think now, just finally gotten into their apartment that they're staying in. They've been in a hotel while we're working with an organization we're working in, trying to find a place for them. And so yesterday, I was like, okay, now you have your own place. I gotta show you how you're going to go get groceries, because they're not They do not have a vehicle, and they won't have a vehicle anytime soon. So there's also no grocery store near them. Gotta be at least a mile away, if not further. Mile and a half, 2 miles. So our city has some buses, city busing, and so I had to figure out how to use the city buses, and I kind of got that all figured out. It was a little stressful, made some mistakes, some other things I wasn't expecting to happen happened, other good things. I met actually a friend that I have that's a driver for the buses. I got to ride his bus, coincidentally, which was a lot of fun. But that takes forever. So I think shopping like that is probably a minimum of 3 hours normally. That would be a 3-hour job to go get groceries using the buses. Maybe there's a way to do it a little bit faster, but not really sure that would be that much faster. So I was just glad we successfully got there. I got off work, went over there, already had to go buy some bus tickets. I guess I could have just had the exact right cash. And then I went over there and helped them find the bus. Missed the first bus, found a different bus. But figuring that out. But now I have to explain it all well enough that they can understand it to use it without me. So everything's so challenging with all of the things, but learning that bus system for me, knowing English and how things might work, was difficult. So it'll be a little bit tricky for them, but I think just experiencing it is gonna help them learn the best. Other stuff at church got going on that's eating up my time. Been playing Ultimate Frisbee. It's kind of my way to keep exercising. I loathe it unless I'm biking or playing sports. But I just pulled my hamstring I kind of had some soft, like lightly pulling of the hamstring, and it seemed kind of healed up on Thursday when I played, and then sure enough, I tried sprinting to get a disc, and then it hurt it, and then the grass was wet. I didn't have cleats on. I slipped, and then it got hurt more. So won't be able to play that for a couple weeks as I'm recovering. The pipe thing, my mouth's still recovering. Like I said, I don't imagine it being recovered until the end of the year. That's my guess. Maybe longer. So no plans to smoke any pipe anytime soon. Maybe next summer. We'll give it a whirl. Other cool stuff? I don't know. Packers are playing. And our quarterback got hurt right away. I missed the game. It's one of those things where with all these other commitments I have, trying to be able to block a whole day off just to watch football is not really a thing like I used to be able to. My daughter's working. We gotta get her to work drive a lot of times. She's in cross country and band. There's activities for all of that. My son's in soccer. My other son will be in a play. So just all the days there seem to be completely slammed. But I get the NFL Plus, whatever it is, the plus, and then I can watch the game whenever I want. It just has to be after after the fact. So that helps me not care that I'm missing games because I can just watch them. And one of the nice things about watching games that way is that they'll do a condensed version, so they'll only show the time, basically that's from the time the ball is snapped to when the clock stops because they were tackled or incomplete pass, whatever. So a lot of the games you can watch in like 40 minutes. No commercials, none of that. It's just pretty fantastic. It's also nice to hear about, hey, I heard that game was good. I can just go watch it, and in 40 minutes I can watch the other games that I would never have had access to because I don't pay otherwise. So I'm excited about football here. I think the Packers will not be as good as people say. I feel like last year they had the opportunity. They were on the verge of being Super Bowl contenders for sure. This year I think they'll do worse. We'll see. Lot of time before you gotta worry about that. Right now it's just get looking good before the playoffs and make the playoffs. So plenty of time to keep losing and still accomplish that. Yeah. Other things. Trying to keep up with videos as best I can. Work's kind of a lot of times I'd have videos going on in the background, kind of like a radio, and work's been too busy to do that very much. So I watch a lot less videos than I have, but it also seems like a lot less YTPC videos are being made. I'm not sure what the reasons for that is. I would have to imagine that the political things that are going on within this country play a part into that. It's becoming harder and harder to escape to different parts where politics aren't part of the conversation. YTPC was definitely part of that. Yeah. Other than that, I'm looking forward to this fall, going to apple orchards and so I was trying to get this family. I was asking them, this refugee family, if they watch movies, and they were like, "Yeah, I really like movies." And so I was like, "Well, you should come over to our house. We can watch a movie." But they'll all be in English, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well we won't understand that." And it was like, "Well, how did you watch them previously?" Because most movies around the world, I feel like in general, that's a generalization, the world consumes a lot of the America's Hollywood's movies. So, and they had showed like a YouTube, and it was just kind of a dubbed over version of one of the movies. So it was just really funny because you kind of lose half the movie, you know. You get all the acting is not great, but at least I guess they can experience it. So if you have any advice on movies where English is not too prominent and they could watch it not knowing any English and still enjoy it, that'll be good. I think a couple movies that I thought of, one was Prey, but I thought maybe that would be too scary. 50,000 BC or something. I think that one doesn't have hardly any English in it. I saw a suggestion online for Mr. Bean movies. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, he's very expressive. And then I was just thinking in general, like something like Finding Nemo, children's movies. There's a lot of English in it, but you kind of get what's happening. You might not get the jokes, but you get the story. So if you have any suggestions, shoot them in your comments. Beyond that, I think I don't have anything else. We'll hope you all are doing well, and I hope you have a great fall, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.